Welcome back to the channel, guys, and welcome back to the Ironman. If you guys don't already remember, we ended last episode off by getting ourselves our first Hellhound task since hitting 91 Slayer. But I did also mention I've got a few things that I want to do before I actually do my Cerb task. So we've got a task of 157 Hellhounds, but if we look at my stats real quick, there's a couple of things that people might notice that or guess that I want to change. Now, one of them is important in my opinion, and that is getting agility to 80. So we're currently 77. We could use agility potions to use the shortcut to get to Cerb, but I don't want to waste an inventory slot, or I don't want to pre-pot and preserve because I'll only just get to 80, and I don't want to risk getting there in a minute or whatever. So 100% we're going to be getting 80 agility. It's going to, it's going to take a little while because it's going to take a fair few hours to get that because obviously agility is slow. But 80 agility is 100% on the cards. Now, another thing people may have guessed, I doubt it, is prayer. Because the higher the prayer at Cerb, obviously the better, because it does drain your prayer when the ghosts come out. Now, I haven't done Cerb before, but I mean, it's common sense, the higher the prayer, the better, to be honest, if it does drain your prayer. So what we're going to do is we're going to use all the bones that we have and all of the ensouled heads in our bank to get our prayer as high as possible. Now, I haven't done this in a long time, so I'm going to show you guys real quick just how much we've got to use. Now, I've just gone and got myself some burning amulets. I'm not sure if it's enough for all of these, but we do have just over, it's like 1.1k worth of dragon bones and wyvern bones combined. We also have a hell of a lot of ensouled heads. We've got 160 bloodveld, just under 100 abyssal, just under 100 greater demon as well, or just demon heads. And then we've got 47 ensouled dragon heads. Now, I haven't actually got the magic level to use these, but I can just magic pot to boost to be able to use them. So all of these ensouled heads now we can use. So there's a lot of prayer experience to get, so that is definitely something I'm going to do. And then after that, I don't actually believe there's anything specific I want. I'm almost tempted to go for 86 herblore. I don't think I have the supplies, but I might be close. I'm tempted to try for it because then I could boost with a +4 to make super combats for Cerb. It's tempting. I don't think I have the experience. I mean, I'm close to 84, but I'm going to try it, and you guys will see regardless as to whether or not I get it, but that is the plan before Cerb. 80 agility, use all my bones and all my ensouled heads for prayer, and last but not least, see if we can get ourselves to 86 herblore. And I actually lied, there's one more, 82 fishing. I want to get a supply of shark, because if I have to go to Cerb quite a bit, manta ray stack is just going to disappear and I'm not going to get food in return. So 82 fishing is the last thing on the cards, and then obviously we're going to go fish some minnows and then cook them. But we're going to start off with prayer. We're going to go do all of our dragon bones and wyvern bones first. Let's just hope there's not too many PKs on. Oh my, there's the first. 73 prayer. I've already had a PK try to kill me, and this is the second trip. Now I've got a tracker for prayer now, as you guys can see, but I didn't do it for the first inventory, but it doesn't matter too much, just one inventory. But we'll see how much prayer experience we get total from all these bones and ensouled heads combined. We just finished up all of our wyvern bones and dragon bones, and we got ourselves 554k prayer experience. 1k bones for that. To be honest, that is crazy. When I get noted Dagonoth bones and when I get to doing Vorkath, I feel like 99 prayer isn't actually that bad on an Ironman when I think about it now. When I first thought about 99 prayer on an Iron, I thought this is going to be horrible. But, ever since starting an Ironman and seeing ways of doing it, the 99 isn't that bad. Obviously, it takes time to get everything. But we're up to 77 prayer, and I've still got all my ensouled heads to use. 80 would be great if we could get to it, but I don't think we will. I'll show you again what we have. We do have 10 dragon bones left because I didn't think doing 10 dragon bones in a trip was worth it. I'll just wait until I get a full inventory next time. But this is the ensouled heads that we do have. We can use them all because I do plan to boost my magic level for the ensouled dragon heads, but that's a lot of ensouled heads. It's going to take a while, but we're going to get some nice experience from it. But just a note, we're at 554k before the ensouled heads and 77 prayer. Let's see what we get to from using those ensouled heads. Just whilst we're doing our farm run, I'm going to explain to you guys, obviously, how much prayer experience we got, what we got to, and what I'm doing now. Because last time you saw me, I said I was going to use all my bones and all my ensouled heads and see what prayer level I get to. Now, I've used all my bones and ensouled heads that give me a level. Basically, what I mean by that is I have ensouled heads and bones left in the bank, but they don't give enough experience to get me another level. So at the moment, it's not really worth me doing it. I'm just going to be using time, which I could be doing other things to get closer to Cerb. But as you can see, top right of the screen, we did get just under 1 mil experience total from all the bones and the hold heads that I did use, and that does get me to level 80, which is pretty nice. I'd say that's a level which I really wasn't expecting to get to. I didn't think we'd get close to 80, but I obviously misjudged what I had in the bank. And we've now, once we get the prayers at raids, we've got a full prayer book after that. I don't have to get prayer levels to be able to use the prayers, which is very, very nice. Obviously, we haven't got them yet, but we've got the prayer level to use every prayer that's currently in the game. But other than that, I've gone on to agility since. I'll show you in a second how much agility experience we've gained so far. But honestly, agility, oh my god. I'm really getting sick of Seer's course. I can't wait to get to 80, because then I'll be going Relica to get those more marks of grace. The experience, I think, might be slightly worse or very similar to Seer's, but I do know that it's worth it for an iron, because you're going to get more marks of grace, so it's more efficient for me to do that. And honestly, I don't even care if Seer's was slightly better experience. I really want to change up the course. But I'll show you real quick now. We'll change the track. Oh, that was a hell of a limbo routes as well, actually. Lately, I've been doing farm runs. I thought I might as well mention this real quick. And limbo routes have been bad, but that's a lot from one patch. I'm happy with that. But anyway, if we go to agility, it's not an exact amount because I forgot what experience I was on. But I tracked it from 77 because I was close. And as you guys can see, of course, we do have 261k gained so far. We've got like 128 marks of grace or something like that. So it's not too bad. But we've still got a while to go. We need to get another 60k in this level and then one more level. After that, the fishing level. And I think, from what I know, I'm ready for Cerb. I don't think there's anything else I need, but we're getting pretty close. I decided to get the hard desert diary done. Now, I never said I originally wanted to do this, but the main reason I want it is so I can crush birds' nests and make unfinished potions. Now, obviously I put the lamp on herblore. That's 15k herblore experience. But then, like I said, the main reason I wanted to do this is so I can just make potions faster. I worked out the cost of it, and it's actually not that much GP. So I previously said I'd never do this, but you save so much time for such little GP, and GP is so easy now that I thought, you know, I'm just going to do it. So as you guys could probably tell from the last couple of clips, which obviously I didn't get live commentary on, but you guys know what's happening. Obviously, we're going for herblore levels, and these specific potions here are going to get us to exactly what we wanted. I had just enough supplies to get to it. We are 86, which now means we can do a +4 boost to get super combats. So we're going to have super combats ready for Cerberus, which is very, very exciting. But I've got a few more prayer pots to do, but maybe about 150 or something like that. So I'm going to make those real quick. Then after that, all we got left is 1 fishing level and 1 agility level. And technically, we're ready to go straight to Cerb. So we had a botanical pie in the bank. So we've made our first 66 super combat potions on the account. Now, obviously, this isn't actually that many. The main places I want to use these is bossing, maybe raids. I don't actually know how I want to go about that because they're not easy to get because you need torstal seeds. But that's all the clean torstals I had. I've got 35 torstal seeds which I plan to plant, but for now we've got the first fuse which we can start using at Cerb. But this is what the herb tabs, not the herb tab, sorry, the potion tab is looking like. We are pretty stacked on potions at the moment. I'm very, very happy. Apparently a lot of people are saying that prayer potions at Cerb is like average of 1 per kill. So roughly this is about 1k KC, a give or take. So I'm pretty happy with that. But the next one we're going to get onto is fishing, because we're going to get a bit of agility experience because we're barb fishing. And then last but not least, we need to just get ourselves to 80 agility, and then it'll be Cerb time. We're just about to get to 82 fishing. I was actually tempted to put this one off because I really want to just get this Cerb task done. But at the moment, I'm just rendering a video and editing it, should I say, and then rendering it. So I thought I'd just AFK fish, and there it is, 82 fishing. We can now fish, or anglerfish as well, which is actually kind of cool. I plan to do that at one point because I know, obviously, I'm not a hardcore, so anglerfish aren't as important, but it's always nice to have anglerfish. And obviously, we've got minnows as well now. That was the main reason we went for 82. But I'm just going to continue fishing whilst I edit. All we've got left now is 54k worth of agility. That's just over an hour, or supposedly 1 hour of max efficiency. But I don't know. I'm not actually sure how much experience you get at Sears. When I do agility, I don't normally do it efficiently. It's just something I do whilst I watch videos. But 54k, and then we can start our Cerb task. I don't know if I've already said this, but I don't plan to skip tasks after I do the first one. I plan just to go back to normal Slayer because I don't want to waste my points on Serb, because I don't think the boots are big enough of an upgrade. Whereas I could save the points for Smoke Devils, where an Occult is a massive, massive upgrade. So we'll just get Hellhounds naturally, and we'll do all the other Slayer tasks, you know, as and when they come, sorry. This click right here is going to get me 80 agility, which is so good. Obviously, it's not even that high, but agility feels like it takes for absolutely ever to even do one level. But what's so important about it is the fact that we can now use the relic, of course. That's important for later, but not for now. But the biggest part is the Tavily Dungeon Spiked Blades shortcut, which means we can now go do Cerberus without having to use a boost. And obviously we've just got 82 efficiency, so we can get minnows. But for now, I've got enough Manta Ray that I think I'm just going to use Manta Ray and then use Shark after, because I'm going to get loads of Manta Ray in the future anyway from Zora and as well as Vorkath. So it doesn't matter. I mean, Manta Ray's only 2 more HP healed than Shark. I'll run out of it eventually at one point, so I may as well use it at one boss, and Cerb is going to be the boss. Now, I've never done Cerb before, so I'm going to look up a guide. I plan to do it fairly efficiently, but I don't want to go into like full-on max efficiency kind of techniques, because I don't really plan to be there for long. As soon as I've got what I want, I'm dipping. So for now, I'm just going to learn a fairly efficient way of doing it, and then hopefully we can get these crystals fairly early. Well, there is 1 KC on Cerb. Hell yeah. Postal seeds free. Yikes. That's an insane drop. Let's fucking go. Well, the luck just doesn't end on this account. I don't know if it ever will, but if it doesn't, we're in for a good time. We just got our Primordials on KC 44. That is the best boots first, because obviously I'm going to be using them at Cerberus. All I'm interested in now is Pegasian. If I get Pegasian for Eternal, depending on what KC it is, I might just dip and come back later. Because Eternal's not that important, but I mean, damn. Let's make these into Primordials, and the difference of what they look like this now, as you guys probably know. But if you guys don't know what Primordials actually look like, I know some people might not know, might come back to RuneScape or whatever, but this is the Primordials. We do actually need 60 rune crafting to do this. I do have over 60, but let's do it. I've never actually had Primordials in the whole time I've played RuneScape, but there they are, Primordial boots on the account. We're moving up in the world. We just finished our first Cerberus task. As you can see, we're up to 157 kill count. We've done every single kill at Cerberus. Now, I think I've explained this before, but I don't plan to skip for another Cerb task. I plan just to do it passively, because I'm in no rush to get any of the boots. Obviously, they'd be nice to have quicker, but I'm not going to bother skipping. I'd rather save my points when I come to Smoke Devils, because I see an Occult as more important. But obviously, 157 kills. We should have by now expected at least 1 unique drop. And of course, we did get the Primordials, which is the best one to get first in my opinion, because obviously we use them to get the rest of the crystals, because I'm doing melee, obviously. Now, like I said, when I get pegs, I might dip depending on the KC, but there's the first one. I'll bring up on screen now all the loot from the 157 kills. It's not great, but at the end of the day, I can't complain too much, because I did get Primordial Crystal. So we just finished our Kuras task, and I actually forgot to record it because I didn't realise I got it. But we've got 89 defense, only 1 level away from 90. And after that, we can go straight to 99 attack. Well, my mic wasn't plugged in for this recording, but as you can see, we got a Smoldering Stone, our second drop. That is 2 out of 4. We just finished off a Necreal task. Now, we did burst it. I've been bursting Necreals more and more lately, mainly for magic experience, as well as it's pretty decent cash, decent cash, a fast task for good Slayer experience, and well, I don't really need to focus on melee stats at the moment, so the magic experience is probably more important. But we did actually get 93 magic for it. I did actually miss it. It's somewhere up here. I noticed after the task, 93 magics. That puts us only 1 level away from, of course, to be honest, I think it's probably the most important magic level in the whole game. At this point, we've got Vengeance as well as Ice Barrage. Now, both of those are going to be useful in different situations, but Vengeance is going to be nice for wildy bossing when we go back to Venom Arts and stuff. But I don't know, I'm just really happy. One more level to go. It's a lot of experience, but we're also coming up on 99 hit points. That's going to be the next 99 on the account for sure, because we've got a lot of Slayer and whatnot to come, as well as Cerb. Now, I don't think I've mentioned this already, but we are up to 317 Cerb KC. Of course, we've had 2 drops so far. You should expect 2 drops at my KC, maybe even 3, because it's 1 in 128, and 256 is obviously 2 of that, and I'm on 317. But anyway, obviously I'm a bit gutted it was a Smoldering Stone, but hey ho, it is what it is. But I haven't actually mentioned this yet, but I don't think I have anyway. But I absolutely hate Cerb. Now, I don't know what it is about it, I just don't enjoy the boss. I'm the sort of person that, obviously, RuneScape's pretty chill, and when I go to do a boss, I want that to be more engaging. I want it to be something that isn't necessarily chill. That's why I really don't like Kraken, and a lot of people don't like Kraken either. But when I go to do a boss, I don't know, I want something that isn't chill. I want a lot of mechanics. I like switches and stuff. And Cerb is just so simple that it's not fun to me. And to be honest, that and Barrows for me are on kind of a similar level as to enjoyment, and it's pretty low, I will say that. I mean, obviously there's hype when I get a drop, but I just don't like the piece of content. And what's kind of gutting about it, it's a piece of content I don't like, but you get really good stuff from, so obviously I'm going to do it. But at the same time, it's also a piece of content that uses a lot of supplies. So that makes me hate it even more. This is a piece of content that if I go dry on, the bank is going to, it's going to take a big hit. So hopefully we don't go dry on it. The account's been very lucky so far. Hopefully the luck will stay with us. If it doesn't, I can't be surprised because I've just been stupidly lucky so far. But this is where we're going to end this episode. I feel like we've done a pretty decent amount over the last 2 episodes, and it's happened in quick succession. Everything like it's just bam, 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 bam. Cerb, we got to it. We're already 318k away from 92 Slayer. It won't be long before we're going for our occult as well. It's just so exciting. This account is just kind of flying right now. I look fucking dope with my Primordials. I just need my Tassets and my chest plate now. I don't know when I'll get those. I haven't even thought about bandos yet. The thought of doing bandos, to be honest, on an Ironman makes me feel sick. But hey ho, it'll be fun when I do it, I imagine. But like I said, this is where we're going to end the episode. 1977 total, nearly 122 mil is where we're ending this one. Next episode, hopefully we're going to see more Cerb. Hopefully we're going to get either Pegasian or Eternals, or even better, both. We obviously shall see in the next episode. But until then, I hope you guys have a good time playing on your RuneScape account. And please, please, let me know if you guys down below got your Pegasians or your Eternals on a dry streak. Because I know a lot of people, or Primordial, sorry, even, a lot of people get really bad dry streaks at Cerb. And I would love to know what KC you guys got Cerb and what KC, obviously, you got all of your crystals at. If you guys did enjoy the video, don't forget to smash that like button. Drop a comment down below, like I said, what KC you completed your Cerb on, if you have done Cerb, and if you went dry, I am so sorry. And if you guys want to CC, feel free to join. It is just RNG Please. We have more people coming in actually recently. Since I've been more and more active, really focused on getting content, more and more people are coming in, which is really nice. We've also got a Discord, the link is in the description below. If you want to join that, feel free. I'm looking to raid soon, and I want people to raid with, and I need people to raid with. So do drop me a message in-game in the CC if you're interested. And obviously join the Discord, drop me a PM or whatever. But like I said, if you enjoyed the video, smash the like button. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.